But if you close your eyes,
hello awesome people, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Prison Architect. We've played this game before, and at that point we made an all-male prison, and basically we started off with a minimum security part, at some point mix it with some medium security, and when we had enough money we basically built 3 big blocks for minimum, medium and high security, or sort of super max came in later, and we also had some death row prisoners in there. Basically the goal was to get to the point where, well, basically we had our supermax prison, and I wanted to bring you guys back because this game is very fun. It's very cool to play. I love it a lot. I've played it a lot, and I want to bring you guys back because it's just such a goddamn good game. And Paradox Interactive took over the rights of Intro version, if I'm saying it correctly, who originally made this game. So Paradox Interactive took over the rights and give the new development to another studio, and they have brought out a new update called the Clink update. And if we go into the main menu here, we can see that the Clink update was out. It was brought out 27th of June of this year, and it basically gives us some new floor tiles, some new wall types, some performance improvements. So it increased the number of foremen that can be hired, because some, you had to have a foreman to teach the prisoners how to use stuff in the workshop. You could only have one. Now you can have more, so you can have multiple workshops, which makes it a little bit easier for the programming and everything with that. So some of the objects have now set their full rotation, because in the first iteration of the game, for some reason, not all of the objects had the full rotation set, so they have now, and they added some new buttons and some new quick builds. New buttons being tunnel search, and I think you can send your guards over immediately now with a sort of extra button. And the tunnel search is basically what we first had to do manually, like have to click a cell block and set, search all the toilets. Now you can actually click the button tunnel search, and they will search automatically all the toilets in the facility to find out if there are any tunnels. Now, of course, they made following prisoners and staff a bit more easier by just double clicking on them and not having to click them and then click the follow button, which it doesn't really matter to me. But yeah, we're gonna create a new prison, of course. We're gonna go for a, let's set up this first. We're gonna go for a large prison. Oh wait, I should go back, by the way. I should show you guys. I'm using one mod, which is basically, okay, this should not be in here. This should not be in here. Apply. And there we are. So I'm using one mod, which is called the Better Clock mod plus Skip Hour. Basically what this does is it gives you a better clock with 2 more fast forward options, so that we can get to the game a little bit faster, because some of the game time will be just waiting for money. So we have to have this in order to make it a bit more exciting and to make it a bit easier to record episodes, because I'm strained for time basically. That's why I haven't been having as much videos. For you guys that don't know, I've just moved to a new place, and yeah, basically that has some implications for the recording of my videos. This is the first gaming video that I'm recording in a new place, so if you hear some weird noises, if something sounds differently, then you know why that is. But yeah, we're using only this mod, and we're gonna go into create a prison. We're gonna go for a large prison right off the bat. I'm gonna disable Fog of War now, not because I want to be able to see everything, but I think it makes the sort of the series a little bit more enjoyable if we can see all the prisoners doing their stuff. If we can see everything, just what happens, it makes it a little bit more enjoyable. We're gonna generate forests. We're not gonna generate lakes. Not gonna generate buildings. Of course, we're gonna have failure conditionals on. We're gonna use gangs, events. I'm not a fan of it, so we would leave that out. Weather and temperature, same thing. Staff needs, I think we did staff needs in the last prison, so I'm not gonna do that now. It just takes up space basically. It doesn't really matter that much. Escape plans, you know what, yeah, we're gonna have that on. It means that prisoners basically have more ways to escape, and they're more likely to try to escape. So this will prove a problem for us, probably. Unlimited funds, no. Enable tools and cheats, no. Mutators, basically what mutators are, you can add a few things to the game to make it more difficult or less difficult or whatever, to make it more fun or whatever. We're not going to do anything of this just because I want to, you know, make a female prison, because that's what we're going to do now. We're going to make a female prison. I've never done this before on well, I've done it before, but not like on YouTube. So we're going to do this, and I want to have the more vanilla sort of type of this. And as a warden, we're going to choose this warden. He reduces the overall temperature of your prison, making your inmates less likely to cause trouble. Now, in a normal game, I would think that this is a little bit of cheating, because basically what it does is it makes sure that the prisoners all are a little bit more reluctant, and you know, they're not as how would you say that? They're not as likely to cause a riot or anything. But because we have gangs on, and because we have escape plans on, we still would have a lot of problems with them. So we're going to do this. Warden mode, no. I think that this mode is not as fun. It's mostly annoying in my eyes. So that's not for me. So yeah, this is going to be the setup. Let's play. And this is going to be our playing field for now. Of course, we can later on expand if we want to. First thing first, I'm going to close this. And we're going to start off with minimum security. We need to start off with just making some money. So we're going to get these 2 grants, the basic stuff happening. I'm going to go a little bit faster than the last time to just set this stuff up. So we have 2 grants, which will pay us some money up front and then pay us some money when we finish them. And that's basically how you get to the first start of the game. But my aim is to get prisoners in as fast as possible. But in order to do that, what we have to set down is I'm going to hire 2 more workmen straight away, so we have 10. And I'm going to dismantle object. And what we're going to do is I'm just going to dismantle all these trees to make sure. I'm going to set this straight away to go as fast as we can, so that these workers are going to work with this. And they're going to dismantle all these trees. And basically this is why I said generate force to be on, because basically it is just free money. Now, it takes some time to get rid of all of these, but I will show you how you can use that time properly once you're finished with all of this. So basically what you're doing there now is just marking all the trees, or at least every tree that you can, to be dismantled, and we will make an export area, and then they will be sold. So basically it's just free money at the start of the game. And of course, you know, if you don't want to do all the trees at once, you don't have to. You can always just do a few. You can always leave them in. You can build around them, whatever you like. But yeah, it's just a bit more natural to me to have at least some trees when you start off, because otherwise it's just a big, you know, big open piece of land basically. And most pieces of land that you just buy and, you know, start building off or have trees or shrubs or whatever on them. So it's not very often that you just have to have an open piece of land here, and, you know, they say you just do your thing and go build. Now the other thing I'm going to dismantle is all the lights on the side of this road. Why? Well, for one, I don't really like the fact that they're there. I think that the spacing isn't really the way I want them to, and we can use them for free once we have these dismantled them, and we don't really need them beside the road for now, so we can always replace them later on. Now that all of that is set, as you can see, the workmen are doing their thing, they're working hard, and we actually find a notebook page here, which is just basically something you can find. It sort of tells you some stuff. It's sort of a collector's item. So that's that. We have our little deliveries, our free stuff to start off, and we have a garbage area. And the other area I want to add is an exports area for now. Where is it? It's over here. We will put that over like here or something, somewhere. This is just temporary, by the way. This is not going to be where the entrance of the facility will be. And the first few things that we're going to build are also going to be temporary. We're going to probably demolish them or replace them at some point with something else. So basically what we're doing right now is we're making a little bit of money, and we're going to use some planning. So this is what you can do whilst you're waiting for all this to happen. Now, the first bit of planning is, whoops, almost in every game you will plan to have a fence around the entire area. Now, I leave a gap of 1 on the side here. That one should not be a gap of 1. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up and go over here. So a gap of 1 on the sides, because basically you can't really build a foundation over here. So you can't really build a fence or a building on this side. You can only build from here on out. So that's that. So we have now basically a planning for a fence. Now, the other thing that I want to do is I want to have a fence like 3 and 3. So we have a little pathway between the 2 fences that we will have. 1, 2, 3, and on this one should be it. Let's yeah, that's 3 by 3. Okay, so we have now a little pathway around with 2 fences, so that our guards can safely sort of patrol over here and have, you know, their dogs sniffing out for tunnels and everything. So that's basically the first start. Now, the next step is to decide where are we gonna have our main entrance. And I just see that our the audio is pretty low, so I'm gonna change that for you guys. Hopefully we can set it a bit higher. That should give you a bit more audio. Yeah, sorry for that. So yeah, we have to decide where it's gonna be the entrance. Now in the last series, I think I made the entrance over here and then at some point moved it to the middle. In this series, we're gonna put it down here somewhere. And we're gonna just plan out the first stuff of the prison. Now, thing is, this first episode is probably gonna be a lot of planning, not a lot of building. I hope we can get to some building, but yeah, that's basically the nature of this game. If you want to do it right, you have to plan beforehand. So, what we have to have in here is, I want to have basically probably garbage and exports somewhere over here, have deliveries next to it. And then over here have some other stuff where prisoners come in. So let's set that up first. So if we do that, this would be building then. Let's measure this. So if we have a 10 inside and we would do like a 5, I think that this would be right then. So this is 5 on the inside and 10, yeah. So that would be good. And then we have another one. By the way, the openings I'm leaving here, those are the openings for the doors. So I'm sort of planning that ahead. So I suggest that you would do that too, if you want to do this yourself, because that just makes it easier and it makes it easier to align stuff, basically. So this is going to be the entrance. And for the entrance, we're just going to have a small little block, basically, where we're going to have a guard at all times, and we're going to have nice doors all over the place. So this is going to be our sort of highest security entrance. Then we have deliveries, and we will basically make a 5x5 garbage, 5x5 exports, and then a 5x10 deliveries, because they tend to be a little bit bigger. We can already place these in if we want to. So let's go in and do this. So deliveries, let's do garbage, which is less important, and let's do exports over here. And now that we have these, we can delete these. So everything should be working right now over here. Now, that's one. We have that start off stuff. Now, if you want to check, if you want to sort of have a little peek at whatever you want and what you might have forgotten, you can click this button and you can see all the rooms that are available. So the grayed out ones, we still need to research them, or we have to do something else to get them. Mostly it's research, I think. Yeah, most of the things, as you can see, are researched. Now, you can see all the rooms here that are in the game. So basically what you want, if you want all the rooms, if you want everything, you have to have space for everything. You can plan this out, you can plan this entire thing out if you want to. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to plan out the basics, and then we're going to plan out, you know, whilst we're playing, we're going to plan out the rest. We're going to plan out a minimum security place and a medium security place, high security, everything is going to be in here. The only thing we really have to worry about right now is that because we are a female prison, we need to have family cells, because some of the females will come in with with children, basically babies. Because if they're over, I think, 3 years old or something like that, they don't, you know, come with their mother into prison. And some of them under free age, I think it's under 3 years, they will come in, and you need a family cell. The good thing about these family cells is that the people that are in here, the females that are in here, are less likely to cause a riot, are less likely to do anything bad, because they have a baby and they don't want that baby to be in danger. The bad thing is that they need that family cell, they need a nursery, and basically it's another part of the prison that you're going to have to build It's kind of like a little bit like protected custody in a few ways, because they tend to not really cause a riot themselves, but they will be in danger, and you don't want that. So that's a bit of the abilities, the things that we have to do differently here for a female prison. Now we have this part planned out. Now the next step, what we're going to do is probably in this area. I want to have a hallway over here, by the way, and that should have lead up into reception, something like that. In this area, what we're going to do is probably have our like this, probably our stuff. We could add another one in straight away, and then we can use this for something else. I think that this would be nice for now. So we have straight away spot for 2 electric devices, basically what are they called? Power stations, 2 power stations, 1 water pump station, and the area for the capacitors, which basically makes the power stations more powerful. And this is what which gives water and electricity to your place. So we have an opening over here. We could always place a little storage area here for stuff that we need to store somewhere. Yeah, that's not really needed. We're gonna have another sort of block over here so that they can't really run out, the prisoners. I want to have like a few of these so that prisoners can't run to the front and just hack on this door and hopefully get, well, hopefully not, but hopefully for them get out. So yeah, so this is going to be another sort of entrance area. Should we go straight into the reception? I think we could do that. Reception should be, I guess, like this, something like that. To do this, it's, yeah, I think I'm gonna make a rather big reception because I tend to use a bigger reception normally. We can have an opening over here. This area could be, what could it be? We could make a holding cell there. We could make a holding cell for now. If we get any prisoners that aren't applicable for a cell, we can put them in there. And then later on, we can change this into maybe a staff room even. That could be a possibility. Or maybe something else. Or maybe at some point we can make it into a... So this is where the planning comes in. And this is pretty important. At least to me, I want to be able to plan this stuff out correctly. So for now, yeah, I'm guessing holding cell. Yeah, let's keep it as a holding cell for now. We will see what we will change. On this side, we could do something else, but I'm thinking I'm gonna leave this open for now. Okay, so we're gonna have a way out basically over here. So this is gonna be another hallway. Whoops, this is gonna be another hallway, and then we're gonna have offices. Now I think we can fit these. Okay, we're gonna have a little bit of a weird area here. What we could do is, well, we could do just this, and then have like another hallway in there, and then do this and this. Well, we don't need all the offices, by the way. Let's check our staff, because basically I want to plan this out straight. We need a warden's office, which can be over here. We need an accountant's office, we need a lawyer office, and a chief. But the foreman and the psychologist, which we're going to unlock later on, they need to be, well, it's pretty much better if they are in the prison itself, close to where they work. So, for instance, the psychologist works in his own office and in the common room. So it's probably better to place his office somewhere close to that. And the foreman works in the vicinity of the workshop. So we probably pretty much would be better to place him in the area of that. So probably we don't even need these. What we do need is another one for the chief. So what we could do, maybe that's a little bit. Yeah, and this is where planning already sort of changes stuff. What we could do, yeah, you know what we could do for now is just make 4 offices. And then have this area. We can have something like a staff room, a pretty big staff room in there. Maybe if we do like this, and then This could be a staff room, or we could sort of divide it. Let's leave this open for now. We will see. Let's have an entrance over there and we will see. So this could be a hallway, and we can have a hallway over here that goes up. That goes up into the actual facility, because probably what we're going to do is we're going to have protected custody eventually over here, probably with family cells close to it. Have minimum security probably over here. Medium security over here. High security, I'm not sure. Maybe we'll put high security in the middle because they are most likely to break out and everything. So maybe that, and then have Supermax and Death Row, or maybe have Death Row in the middle over here beneath the family cells, because Death Row prisoners are much more likely to be sort of calm until they get maybe released into the Supermax area or the high security area. So basically, now we should open that up to make it just a little bit more, you know, the same. Yeah, that's basically what we're gonna do now. That's gonna be it. I'm thinking, do we have all the stuff that we need for now? So we have offices that we need, we have a staff room, we have a reception area, we have a holding cell, we have deliveries, exports, and we have our sort of electricity facility and everything. That could be good. This area could be, we're gonna check that out. I'm thinking this area could be, how big is it? 6 by 6. We can make another staff room over there, basically. If we make the staff room over there, which wouldn't be a bad idea, we can make a hallway down here. And have the hallway down here, and then have this. Probably do that. Wait. Probably do that. And we have a hallway here. It's offices. We can have something else, like maybe security or a kennel or an armory over here in the end. And that would be pretty good. This will lead up to the actual prison, which I'm gonna probably place. For now, we're just gonna place it pretty simply. Let's do this. Let's make this work for now. Let's make a canteen, which will be like something like this. This could be a canteen. How big is this? 14. I want to make it one bigger. And then have the entrance right here in the, I should say middle, 7 and 7. Yep. And we're gonna have a kitchen, which is gonna be 5. We're just gonna have an entrance over here. I think that should be correct. Yeah. So we have the kitchen, canteen. What else do they need? We need a cell block, of course. Holding cell would be down here. A yard. We're gonna just place a yard somewhere, but we'll see where. Because these things are gonna be temporary, and that's basically it. Because the shower can be in the dormitory. Because we're gonna probably build a dormitory at first. So yeah, let's do that. If we do this, then we can make a hallway, basically inside here. If we make the hallway like this, go up, and then have that spot over there, and then maybe we can do like, whoops, maybe we can do it like this, and have the dormitory over here. It's 70. I'm guessing that's gonna be the middle, so 8 and 8. Yeah, so we have the dormitory over here. Dormitory, canteen, and then kitchen. A yard we will place this somewhere and then remove it. Shower going to be the same. And holding cell will be down there. So this is going to be the start of the prison. We're going to build this in the next episode. Guys, I hope you have enjoyed. I hope you have enjoyed that we're coming back with a series. Again, if you liked that we're back, then leave a like. And if you haven't seen me before, then please subscribe, because more videos are about to come. And of course, I'm going to try to, move even further with the channel, because in the time that I was absent, we actually hit over 800 subscribers. So we're getting very close to that magical 1,000 subscribers, which is our next milestone, which would be amazing. I keep saying this, but I never thought we were going to hit over 25 subscribers, maybe at the max. And here we are at over 800 subscribers. It's so great. and I can't still, most of the time I can't still even believe that is the case. So thank you guys so very much for one, for your patience, and two, for sticking with the channel and leaving your feedback and suggestions and everything, and your enthusiasm most of all, because that really makes me proud doing this, and it also gives me the feeling that it's good to do this. It helps doing this, and it's very, very cool to get into contact with people like you, people of the awesome people's army, as I like to call it. So yeah, if you enjoyed them, please leave a like and or subscribe to the channel. And as always, I've been Hipbone, you've been yourself. Thanks for being awesome, and thanks for watching.